In a lot of videos scattered around the map, I have mentioned the concept of creative freedom. And I have modified and expanded opportunities because we're in this bizarre situation where we're in a digital arts class where most kids only have a Chromebook. And so apps like Gravit Designer Pro become a possibility. And see, these are the candy stripes. This is optional. You don't have to use Gravit. You have to use something and not Google Drawing. You have to find a digital tool that will work for you. And if you're lucky enough to have a computer at home that can run the Adobe apps, I've told you repeatedly, you have a license. The district provides a license to anyone in my classes to install the Adobe apps at home. It won't work on your Chromebook. But if you have a Mac or PC that can run the apps, well, you're in luck. Use your Adobe ID, download the Creative Cloud, and through the Creative Cloud, you can download the apps. Creative Cloud up here in the dock. And here's all the apps and updates and all this great stuff. But I digress. How do you earn creative freedom? Well, I've told you to finish out the elements of art, the principles of design, color harmonies. We'll get to typography probably next week. And then you can say, okay, Scotchko, I've done all your, all that you've asked, and I'd really like to work on this. But I have opened up another possibility, and that's here with the Passion Project. And I don't know if you've looked at this or not, but the idea there's something you really want to do and you can sell me on it. And I mentioned there's one kid who wants to go into IT, and he's been doing online courses in order to work towards that dream. Well, is that really digital art? It's the kid's career path. I'm willing to bend to help you if it involves technology and we're moving through this. Let's talk. And if you still don't meet that, well, let's talk. I want you to sell me on why you've earned creative freedom. Now, this is an example. This is a second-year student, and this is Classy Kale. She did some good work last year. It was pretty impressive, but she didn't do things like this and the other images she's been submitting. She developed a style over the summer, and it's fun, and it's pro. I mean, doesn't this look great? And I just thought, perfect. And she made it for the element of line to demonstrate her understanding, and she fed two birds with one seed. She said she also wanted an avatar, so she wouldn't have the generic icon that most students have. So she got her avatar, her self-portrait, and a fabulous example for the elemental line. And when you show extraordinary skills or extraordinary desire to move in a certain direction, I am more apt to work with you, to cut the rules up so that there's a pathway for you to earn creative freedom early. This is your call. What would you choose to do? And I know for some of you the answer is, I don't know, and that's okay. Check out the student gallery. I've linked you to this now 3 times. If you haven't looked at this, check it out. There's a variety of fabulous projects there. And very few of them were the result of an assignment. Okay, everybody, I want you to do a self-portrait. I did that for 3 years, 2009, 10, and 11. Those 3 school years, it started on those years. And it's a great story what happened. But despite all the fabulous art that came out of it, it damaged some kids who weren't able to jump through those hoops and learn how to use it, and they felt like, oh, I'll never learn this. And so that fixed mindset set in. And we'll talk about more about that story later, but the idea that just because you can't do something at first doesn't mean you can't do it ever. Do you think Classy Kale could do this when she walked into the classroom? Or even at any point during the last school year? She worked on her own over the summer and taught herself how to do this. Very cool. The whole world has changed with YouTube and instructional videos. You can learn how to do anything. Heck, I cut down a tree in the backyard that should have fallen on our house, but I learned how to do it right watching a video. It's crazy. And I didn't drop it on the house. So that was pretty cool. Look, what do you want to do? How will you get there? You can do it by completing the map and showing me that you understand how to do all this and more than just using public domain images. I want you to push it a little further and learn some skills. I've talked about how these are all a work in progress. You know, Classy Kale has that one element of line. As far as I'm concerned, that's all she needs because that's fabulous. I went ahead and submitted multiples, like I've shown you in another video. You know, different ways to show how line could be demonstrated. You know, this is a variety. Get it? So it's a work in progress. How that evolved, that is a great story, but this has gone on long enough. I want you guys to earn creative freedom. This is part of the MacLab way. What do you want to do? Do you have a passion project? Let me know. I want to work with you.